Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you answers to some of the common questions that I get about teaching English as a foreign language. So stay tuned, you're gonna love this. So the first question I want to respond to is, what is TEFL or TESL? It is simply an acronym for Teaching English as a Foreign Language, or teaching English as a second language. Simple. So let's move on to question number 2. What are the qualifications to teach English as a foreign language? Most of the companies that hire across the world and online are hiring individuals who have at least a first degree. Some companies will look for teaching experience, not all. However, a first degree is usually recommended. In addition to that, a TEFL certificate is highly recommended because there are certain advantages to having one, and I'm going to share quite a bit about that later on in the video. Question number 3. Can I get a job without having a first degree? Absolutely. It is not required by all institutions that you have a first degree in whatever area. The difficulty you're going to have, though, is actually finding those companies that are willing to hire you without a first degree, but it is not impossible. Question number 4 is one I get all the time. Do I have to be a certified teacher to teach English as a foreign language? Woo, 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 woo. No, you don't. And that's a beautiful thing about it. As long as you're duly qualified with a first degree, you can go ahead and search for a TEFL job, whether online or in person. Question number 5 gets me the most excited because I am TEFL certified. And the question is, why is it so important to be TEFL certified? Your answer to that is, you get an opportunity to get more pay. Just think of it as applying for any job without a certification versus another individual applying for that same job with the requisite qualifications. Who is HR going to consider for the job first? The person with the qualifications. So it's as simple as that. You are more qualified, hence you are entitled to more pay. Question number 6. How much does a TEFL course cost? Now, that all depends on which company you do the course with. It's like going to university. You're doing a course in dentistry at one university, it might cost a certain amount of money. At another university, it might be less or more. So it's the same thing with a TEFL course. There are various organizations that offer TEFL courses across the world, both in person and online, that you can choose from. I did mine with Bridge TEFL and I had a fabulous experience. I thought as well that it was the best value for money from all of the courses that I had researched. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description box so you can check them out. Lucky number 7. Which TEFL course should I select? Now, here's the thing. When you go on any website that offers a TEFL course, you are going to see a few different options, and they are usually categorized by hours. So you will see a 20-hour course, a 40-hour course, a 100-hour course. And depending on the number of hours, the content might also be more intense. I'd say the course that you choose might be dependent on the requirements of your hiring company. However, there are a lot of companies who require a minimum of at least a 100-hour course. For starters, I would recommend going with the 100-hour course, and then if you want to upgrade to advance to the 120-hour course or even more, then you can do that later on. So you've done your TEFL training, you have your first degree. What next? That leads us to question number 8. And it is, where can I find TEFL jobs? For me, the process was super easy. Why? Because as a Bridge TEFL graduate, there is actually a job directory available on the website once you have access to the learning platform. So I would simply log into my account on Bridge TEFL and then look for the job directory, go through the jobs that are currently available, send out my applications. In addition to that, though, Bridge TEFL also recommends other websites that have available jobs that you can select from. One of the things that I also found helpful was finding Facebook groups with other TEFL teachers, because there lots of times jobs are posted in the groups on Facebook and you can read the requirements and decide whether or not you want to apply. While you're here, why not just go ahead and subscribe to the channel? I'm going to be putting out more videos like this in the future about how teachers can have an alternative income outside of their regular classroom practice. So let's move on to question number 9, and that is, how flexible are the teaching hours? Now there are two answers to that. If you have an on-site job, meaning that you're going to a particular school on a daily basis during the week to teach a class, then it might be a 40-hour work week. However, if you're teaching English as a foreign language online, you decide on your hours. Usually the organizations give you a schedule that you can select the hours that you are available, and then you pick from those hours to decide when you want to work. So your students will then come in and select the hours from your availability to have class with you. In essence, you decide when you're going to work. Okay, so before I move on to question number 10, I'm going to ask you, once this video is done, to click the link in the description box and go over to my website at juliaobarnes.com. Why is that important? Because you're going to be getting updates about all the fabulous things that I'm going to be sharing with you about how you can earn additional income as a teacher outside of the classroom. Duh! So go ahead as soon as we're done with number 10. Cool? So the final question is, would you recommend this for somebody who already has a full-time job? That is completely dependent on you. If you have additional hours in the day to spare, then yes, I would recommend it. You determine when you are going to teach based on the schedule that you have set. So if you have an extra 2-3 hours in the night, that is completely up to you. So yes, I definitely would recommend this for somebody who already has a teaching job and has the time to spare to make room for teaching English as a foreign language, especially online. So that's it. The top 10 most common questions I get about teaching English as a foreign language, whether online or on-site. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to get more videos in the future, as well as click the link in the description box. Go over to my website and join my mailing list if you want to share this video with a couple of your teacher friends or people that you think might be interested in teaching English as a foreign language online. Go straight ahead, feel free. Thank you, I really would appreciate that. So see you on the next video. Bye.